Now, student, what are the failures of the revolt? The revolt of 1857 failed because, firstly, it did not spread to all parts of India together. Secondly, it is not supported by all the groups of the society. Some were openly supportive to the British, so they were against the rebels. The Rajput princes, the Sikhs, and the rulers of Patiala, Nabha, and Kashmir, they did not join the revolt. Next, there was no proper ideology and strategy which could help them in attacking in the revolt. Most leaders fought to liberate only their own territories. There were no national leaders to coordinate the movement. So they were only state leaders or some other leaders, but they were not national leaders. The rebels were short of weapons and finances. Their military techniques were also outdated. They don't have enough finance and enough military techniques. The British, on the other hand, they have a support of strong government in England, the administrative centers in India, and they were also connected by the railways, roads, and telegraph lines. Next, now the nature of the revolt. The British authorities called the revolt of 1857 as a Sepoy mutiny to reduce the magnificence. But it started as a Sepoy mutiny, but then it transformed into a national revolt, which is supported by the different sections of the society. Also, it is clear that about 1,50,000 people who were killed in the revolt were majority are civilians. So the revolt was characterized by the Hindu-Muslim unity as people of both communities fought together. The extent of revolt, its spread, participation, they make it the first war of independence. Next, the results of the revolt. After this, the British introduced some change in their old policies, which are now the rule of East India Company was formally ended and a law act passed by the British Parliament. In August 1858, the rule of India was transferred to the British Crown and the Parliament to ensure a responsible management of Indian affairs. Also in 1858, the Act of 1858, it abolished all board of directors. A member of British cabinet was appointed as the member who is responsible for the administration of India. He was known as the Secretary of the State of India and was given counsel to advise him called the Indian Council. And he was called the Governor General. The Governor General was given by the title Viceroy, that is person who represents the Crown. Lord Canning became the first Viceroy of India. All ruling chiefs of the country were assured that their territories would never be annexed in the future. So now what happened? New act, they passed a new act and the rule of the East India Company was transferred to the British Crown, or it is the rule of the Queen now. Okay, and also the art directors are transferred and only a single person who is from the state of British was appointed as a viceroy, and Lord Canning was the first viceroy. Also, now the policy of doctrine of lapse was abolished. Now they can give their property and their kingdoms to their sons, even adopted, but they have to acknowledge the British Queen or the supreme ruler that they were transferring this. And also the Indian army was reorganized to prevent future revolt, but now the amount of European soldiers were more than the Indians. And also to win the loyalty of the orthodox sections, the British government promised not to interfere in India's religious and social matters. So here your chapter ends and it's all.